Yeah.
He's always on the move. He's always a threat.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of FTB Sports, the Liverpool edition. I know the cup final's on, but it's only Chelsea, Leicester. The only place to be is right here. This is where you need to be at, man. It's more interesting than that, I tell you. Crap game, crap teams. Right, gentlemen. Good evening, Stoney. How we doing, brother?
I'm fine, thank you very much, sir. Good.
Prop artists, how we doing?
All good, mate. All good.
Is that gentlemen? Is that grin still from Thursday night?
Just a little.
Yeah.
and the stick I've been giving a lot of Man U fans.
Good. That's what I like. Good. Well done. All right, gentlemen. Let's chuck straight in, and let's go. Let's start with our lineups. Who's gonna go first today? Who's gonna go first with our lineups?
All right, I'll go for this.
All right, ladies first. Then go on then.
There you go. Thank you. I would like to think that Liverpool put out the exact same lineup that we did about against Man United. Now I know that Mane will probably be a little bit displeased, but I think we should put out the same lineup. So Alisson in goal, Trent, Robbo, Reece, Nat Phillips, Fabinho, Gini, Thiago, Firmino, Firmino, Jota, and Salah. So exact same team. That's what I'd like Klopp to actually put out. And for West Brom, what have they been playing? A 4-1-4-1. So I think Sam Johnson's had a good season this season, actually. I think we'll probably touch on that a little bit afterwards. But yeah, 4-1-4-1. So Johnson in goal, Furlong right back, Connor Townsend left back. He had a good game in their last game. Kyle Barkley and Semi, okay in the ambush, Pereira over on the left, Matty Phillips in the middle with Gallagher, Callum Robson on the right, and Young up front. So 4-1-4-1. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Setting up. Yeah.
Okay. I sort of disagree with Stoney as regards to the Liverpool lineup. I don't think he will play the same lineup because of the amount of time between the game. I think he might make the odd change, depending on whether Kabak's fit. I don't know to the extent of his injury. If he's fit,
they said it was a slight knock before, so you're right.
Yeah, but it all seems to have gone on a little bit longer than just a slight knock. If he's fit, I think he'll put him back in. Okay. If he's not, obviously we will have to go with Reece Williams. So it's a little bit. I'm a little bit unsure on the back four. Obviously the back three, if you like, without that situation. So I'm going to go Alisson, Trent, Phillips, Kabak if fit, and Robbo. I think the change will come in midfield. I think he may drop Gini and put in Jones, possibly. So I'm going to go with Jones, Thiago, and Fabinho. And up front, I think he will stick with the same three that he had, Jota, Firmino, and Salah. I don't see it sort of really being any different. Can't see him putting Mane in. Don't know what the situation is with those two, what's gone on, whether he was a bit peed off the fact that he wasn't chosen for that game, or whether there is other underlying situation there. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. For West Brom, I've been looking at their sort of formations today, and they seem to change their formation. They don't seem to play a similar formation every game. So I think they're going to go for a 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1. Johnson in goal, Furlong right back, Townsend left back, with Ajayi and Bartley in centre. Robinson, Yokoslu and Phillips with Pereira on the wing, with Gallagher and Diagne. Is it Diagne?
Yeah, up front.
Diagne up front. That would be my choice. Primarily, obviously we play a 4-3-3 generally. If they've got 4 in the midfield, they may feel that they might be able to do something and hold off the midfield. I can't see that happening, but they do leak goals. There's no shadow of a doubt. They do leak. They're on -36 this season. They don't win many. They've only won 5. They've won the same amount of games as Sheffield United, but they do draw a lot. They've drawn 11, so I think they're going to try and sort of hold off us and play a very defensive game. And that 4-4-2 possibly will do that. But I think Stoney might be right. They may play a 4-1-4-1 and have that one holding like we have with Fabinho.
Okay. So my West Brom lineup looks very similar to yours, Cop Artist. Johnson in goal, Furlong, Bartley, Ajayi and Townsend. Yokoslu holding. I'll have as one in front. Gallagher and Niles. Pereira, Robinson, and Diagne up front. 4-1-4-1. That's how I kind of see them going. You've hit same as me. I've said the same thing. I think you might bring in Jones for Winnie.
Okay.
Well, say the same thing. And I'm not sure. I have a little feeling that maybe he may bring back Mane again. Okay, so I've got a feeling he might bring back Mane again. Someone was even asking me. I don't know if anybody else spotted that there was a bit of an issue with Mane not shaking Klopp's hand as well. I didn't clock that. I was too busy celebrating.
I didn't clock it either. I was on a live feed, and I didn't see it. But a lot of people that mentioned it to me that night said, he was very disrespectful. He wouldn't shake his hand, refused to shake his hand for whatever reason. Like I said, that's as far as I have seen anything about it. I think Klopp did make a mention about it in maybe the interview afterwards by saying, a player can be respectful to a manager 500 times and disrespectful to one. You pretty much forget the one.
Yeah.
But I think there might be something brewing there.
Yeah. So Mane might be on his way.
Well, we'll never know. Look, as he said, he's been an exceptional person that plays for us. But if he moves on, I know we're going to get top dollar, and then whatever player comes in is going to be of a high standard as well. So these things happen. They definitely happen.
Of course, definitely. Yeah. I think he might be his way, but I think he was probably upset. Big game, not getting to play against Man United probably as well. I think.
Definitely, even on reflection, even when you look at it, right, and you're right, he's probably said to himself that this is a high-profile game. Obviously, he's a high-profile player, and he was expected to, start and contribute. But if he takes a step back, the top 3 that we played, Jota scored, Salah scored, and Bobby scored 2.
That's what I said.
It's strange. It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's We'll see.
That probably ruffled his feathers even more.
True. That's true.
that probably didn't help.
I don't think that the this whole situation with Mane is going to go away. And like Stoney said, he needs to take a step back and look at his performances.
Yeah.
When he came on, he did nothing but fall over. And I know he was held down for that one particular point with McTominay, but the rest of the time he literally, anybody went near him, he's falling over. And I myself was sat here shouting at the TV like we all do, and telling him to get his ass up, because I don't want to see that from our player. I don't want to see it from any player, but I certainly don't want to see it from our own players just falling over trying to buy a foul. Because to me, that's cheating. And I don't want to do that.
Of course it is. I think you'll do well in Spain doing that.
Yeah, I mean, overall, if you look at his overall season, and I'm not going to sort of knock him too much, because at the end of the day, for the last few seasons, he's been exceptional, and he scored some cracking goals. But this season, you got to take season by season, and this season he really has way underperformed in my eyes. Yeah. So, does he warrant a starting role in that game? For me, no. But no player should be thinking that they're going to be playing in any game just because of I'm Mane or I'm Salah or I'm Bobby. They don't have a God-given right. And if they're peeved about it, that shows, I guess, in a way, a bit of passion. Or maybe it's just the fact that he's really narked at the manager that he wasn't picked. So it's not passion, it's anger.
Yeah.
And, I don't think that's very good for team morale.
Yeah. Interesting one. A very interesting one. And hopefully, you never know, if he does get picked, let's spur him on to bring out a good performance. Because I'll tell you what, it's needed.
Yeah.
When we revert back, what was the score in the last match we take with West Brom?
They beat us.
Exactly.
Was it a draw? Yeah. They beat us, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat us,
They beat us. Yeah.
So we'll see. Sam's probably going to think that he's got a trick up his sleeve, and it's going to be interesting as well to see the way they perform. I think West Brom haven't put out a statement, nor has Sam Allardyce, to see whether he's going to remain there next season. Obviously, they've been relegated, to see whether he's going to be there next season. They've got a few players in on loan as well, haven't they? Is it Maitland-Niles is on loan from Arsenal, isn't it? And Diang, the striker, I think he's in on loan as well. So you're right. Players could also be playing for their contracts. Or we never know. We never know.
Big Sam did come out and say, because he was interviewed, and they did ask him about his contract. Was he going to carry on with them or not? And he did say that a statement will come out before the end of the season.
Right. Okay.
Regarding his future with them or not with them.
Right.
But he was struggling. He was struggling to get his. This is what he said. He was struggling to get his head around the fact that he couldn't keep them up and that he was being relegated.
Right.
So he had to take a step back and think about his future. That's what he said in the interview. So we shall see. Me personally, I can probably see him leaving. But they've got nothing to play for, have they?
Nah. But this is the thing, though. This takes the pressure off them now, and sometimes they just play. It's a lot easier for them now, whereas before they was playing under pressure. Yeah, now they know their fate. Just takes it all off them, and we're the ones actually playing under pressure now because we really need those 3 points. Yeah. And one thing we do know about Sam is with being 11 players behind the ball, or I could say 15 players behind the ball, the way that Sam plays sometimes. And this is where Liverpool as a team struggle. It's breaking teams down when they sit back.
Yeah,
this could definitely be a feature about tomorrow's game. But I am hoping that those last 2 results have built up a bit of momentum, and they can build up a bit of hype in that, so we can carry that forward, and hopefully that will take us on to go and put some goals past West Brom. But
and you're right. I hope it's going to be. I hope it's going to be a drumming for West Brom as well, because we've got a game in hand on Chelsea, right? And if when we win tomorrow, it means that we're just 1 point behind them.
So
we're both. Is that right? We're both beyond 36 games, and we're 1 point behind them, right?
That's right.
So that's another added incentive. And then we've got Burnley on Wednesday, and then we've got our last game, obviously, against Crystal Palace on the 23rd, last game of the season. So all of these extra bits of added incentives are still actually there. I just want us to take the momentum that we actually had playing against Manchester United and just replicate that against West Brom. I don't want to drop off. I think that's probably what's going to infuriate me.
Definitely.
There is a lot. There is still a lot.
Continuation. If we drop off, that will be so infuriating. So infuriating. We definitely need that momentum, man, 100%. And when you look at it as well, you look at West Brom, Burnley, who got tanned by Leeds.
Yeah, so watch that game.
Got it handed to them, and then Palace, who leaked goals as well. It's there for us. It's definitely there for us to be taking 9 points.
Yeah,
should be no ifs or buts.
I'm going to throw something up there. I don't think it's ever going to happen anyway. But for any form of sentiment, do you think Sam Allardyce will play? They've got Andy Lonergan there at West Brom. Remember the keeper that we had?
Yes, yes.
Liverpool.
Yes.
He's at West Brom. Do you reckon Sam Allardyce will be sentimental and allow him to play against us tomorrow? Can't see it, but you never know.
You never know.
He may even put some unknowns in, because at the end of the day, like I said, they're not playing to try and stay up, but they know they're down. So he might say, okay, well let's put a few players in that don't normally play.
Yeah,
give them a bit of time out on the pitch. You just never know with Sam, do you?
Yeah, never know. Okay, gentlemen, danger men for West Brom.
Do they have any? Pereira, maybe.
Yeah, definitely Pereira.
Pereira, I would say, is probably would be their danger man. Apart from that, like I said, they don't score many. They do leak a lot. So I'm going to go for Pereira.
Wait, I'll ask Chelsea that if they don't score many.
Well, yeah, all right. That was a one-off. That was our Aston Villa, wasn't it?
Let's ask Chelsea that. Yeah, Stoney. Stoney's
I think
hard. I can see him there. Look.
No, you're right. I'm trying to think of the danger man because Pereira, even though he's predominantly a midfielder, he's more like offensive, right? So Pereira's got 10 goals for them this season, and I think he's got 10 assists.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 goals and 10 assists. So I think their danger man is probably going to be Pereira and Okai that plays in that midfielder in front of the defenders. So if they were to play the 4-1-4-1, that position, which is the CDM, that's where Okai plays. And he's a good screen. So I say Pereira, and I reckon Okai is going to have a good game tomorrow as well. So yeah, that will actually be quite interesting. Diang's played mixed this season, but for a striker, considering that he's actually out on loan, I don't think he's scored that much goals this season. And I'm not going to say that I've got his stats because I actually haven't. All right. So what's he got this season?
Trying to have a look.
Yeah, I don't know how much goals he's got this season, but Pereira, I think Pereira's had the same impact on West Brom as I think what's his name? As Bruno had at Manchester United. It's like Pereira's just literally grabbed every game by its horns.
Yeah.
And have dragged West Brom to where they are. And I suppose the bigger picture is he clearly won't be there next season.
No chance.
He scored 3.
And Diang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
He's played 15 games. He scored 3.
All right.
1 in 5.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Just going back to Pereira, isn't he on loan? Or have I got that wrong?
I'm not sure,
Sure, Pereira's on loan from a German team.
Definitely.
Huh?
Can I say
sure he's on loan from a German team,
to Mr. Fox? Good evening, sir. How you doing? Good evening goes out to Reese as well. How are you doing, sir, young Reese? And even Reese agrees and reckons that he would like Curtis Jones to play as well. Nice one, Reese. Good evening, Solo 7. Are you still mad? He was fuming. I could see steam coming out of his ears. He was absolutely fuming. I tell you, listen, he was all tongue-tied and everything. Couldn't get his words out.
Oh,
wow. 7. Good evening. Who else we got it? No, they cannot.
I know what that was probably in reference to something earlier. I'm not sure. Yeah.
And Reese says, Mane out and get Sancho in.
Possibility.
A lot of money, but we never know.
It would be.
We never know in football.
It would be. What do you reckon we get for Mane?
Well, how old's Mane now? He's 28, 29?
Yeah.
I know we get more than a tenner.
Yeah.
He must be. I reckon in this current transfer market as it is, I reckon he has to be priced at least at £90 million. At least at £90 million. He has to be priced at that. I reckon. As you said, we mentioned about his goals and his assists this season. So I think he's got 14 goals, 7 assists. But prior to that, he was hitting 20 goals every season. Since he's been at us. I know the first season wasn't at 20, but the last couple things he's hit 20. So yeah, I reckon we can get about 90 mil for him. And as you said, remember,
the only problem he's got is who's going to pay that money for it in this climate with the pandemic.
True. It may be Roma. Roma's have got a new owners with a lot of money. So they may go over and join Mourinho out in Italy. They got a bit of money.
Bloody hell, who the hell wants to play for Mourinho?
Well, Inter will have more money. They just won the Serie A.
Yeah.
We don't know what project he wants to go to. So
I reckon 75 mil. I reckon more 75.
And how much is
still good value?
How much is Sancho?
Yeah, exactly.
Sancho must be at least 130.
Yeah,
120,
130.
So even if you think of it, right? Even if worst case scenario here, right? Now, bearing in mind, I do not want this player to go, but we're just talking about Mane. So if Mane was to go for 75, right? I still have a feeling that Shaq's going to move on. Shaqiri, yeah. I still reckon we're going to move on.
Yeah.
I still reckon that Origi's going to move on.
Yeah.
And I still reckon that Matip is going to move on as well. All right. Mm-hmm. So even if with all of those players that we sign them on, we get the that 120, then that's calm.
Yeah, but you know what? That's only one player coming back the other way.
I agree with you, but I would
like it. But my thing is, we need more players than that, as it's been shown this season. Yeah. We need a squad and a quality squad.
Yeah, so you're right. We still need. I think we need. If we get Kabak on, if we do sign him, then we've got Kabak, and if the deal goes through with Ibrahim, then we've got the 2 defenders. I still believe that we still need 2 midfielders, and then, as you said, a striker. So those 3 positions. So really, it's another 3 players.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
and you know what? You know what we've seen. What we have seen as well. I know it probably didn't feature that much this season, but when we did revert to the 4-2-3-1 that we did last season and the season before, remember Salah's played as an out-and-out striker before as well. You know.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's part of Klopp's development and his planning. It could be something where, as an example, we are in a position to actually get Sancho, and then it changes the position in which Salah then plays for us.
Yeah.
So you're right. There's a lot of possibilities there.
Well, it's Reese is saying that Konate has removed all RB Leipzig out of his bio and all his socials. So it looks like it could be a done deal.
I'm just going to wait until that's done before I get excited about that.
I want to see, you know the yellow bar on Sky Sports? When I see the yellow bar going across, that's when I say, okay, now it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll say it's confirmed. So what's about for tomorrow then, Dangerman, for Liverpool?
For me, I think Bobby, he's got his dander up now. I think he's got a bit of confidence. I think he'll get one. And obviously you can't discount Salah. But I think if Thiago plays, if controls that midfield, plays exceptionally well like he did against United, and like he has done over the last X amount of games, because you can see the improvement that he's made since he's come in and struggled at the start. Then I think he's a danger man as well. So I'm going with 3 danger men tomorrow.
Okay. Stoney?
Yeah. I thoroughly agree with what the cup artist has said as well. I think Thiago will definitely have another good game. I believe that West Brom will be possibly sitting a little bit deeper, which means that he'll have more time on the ball as well. Distributing that. I believe Jota will have another good game. And I still go back to what I was saying about Salah. He's now on equal goals with Harry Kane.
Yeah.
So he is going for the juggler. He's going for this. So yeah, definitely Salah in that. He's going for that. Let him fire us into the Champions League.
Yes, please.
Those 3 players. And yourself, who's your danger man?
My danger men, I would definitely, like you said, you can't leave out Salah. 100% can't leave out Salah. And I agree as well. I think Bobby now may have that bit of confidence, that extra little boost. Hopefully he can go on a little run and score in back-to-back games. And I think Thiago stepping up, man. He's getting it. He's getting to the pace of the game and everything. I think he's getting it. So yeah, I'd have to agree and definitely say those 3 players for me. So gents, bearing in mind that West Brom lost to Arsenal 3-1, drew with Wolves 1-1, drew with Villa 2-2, lost to Leicester 3-0, and also beat Southampton 3-0. What's your score predictions? Oh.
I'm going to go 4-0.
Woo!
Nice.
I think they've got, like I said, they've got their dander up now. They've got a little bit of confidence. They know they can put the ball in the back of the net like they couldn't do before. I have a sneaky feeling we'll get a penalty. I don't know why. It just this gut feeling we'll get a penalty. Salah will bury that one, so is one of his. And I'm hoping Bobby will get one, if not a brace, and that'll be the 4.
Nice.
I can't see them scoring.
Okay, Stoney.
I'm going for 3-1.
Oh, that's what I predict. 3-1.
Yeah, I'm going for 3-1. I believe that they will score. It's probably going to come through Pereira, so I do believe that we'll get breached. But I'm extremely confident that we are scoring 3 goals tomorrow. Salah brace and Jota with the other goal. Very, very, very confident about this tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was going to say 1 for each of my front 3 players.
Okay.
I reckon. I think they'll get 1 each, but I think we'll get breached as well. And I don't know why, I've just got this feeling it's going to be a set piece for some strange reason. Yeah, I've got this feeling it's going to be a set piece. But yeah, I'm going for a 3-1. Yeah. Comfortable 3-1.
It's going to have to be one hell of a set piece to beat Alisson from a distance.
Yeah, it's true, but...
And it's also going to have to be one hell of a set piece to get past Phillips.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I am actually hoping that Reece Williams plays again. I think he deserves it after the last 2 games, and I think hopefully that as well, they might be starting to get a little bit of an understanding, the 2 of them. So I think let it continue and keep Fabinho in the middle of the park, man. Definitely, for me.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think it'll be good to see Jones get a run out in there. A little bit more industrious and getting forward a bit more as well. Probing forwards. That'll be good to see. And I think we'll need that. We'll need that. Him and Thiago looking forwards, we will need that. I think definitely need that playing against the kind of setup with that Big Sam likes to use. That boring football. Yeah, definitely. But yeah. So, gentlemen, it is that time. 1:30. We are going to call it now. So, 4-0, 3-1, and 3-1.
Yeah, I don't get them right.
One of these games, we get it right. Yeah, one of these games.
Yeah,
we are going to call it right. Yes.
And that's exactly why I am not a betting man, because I tell you, I would lose every single time.
Yeah. So. I'm exactly the same, Stoney.
I hear that.
I could be the only one that buys a raffle ticket and still lose.
You still lose. It'd be called null and void.
Yeah.
Easy.
So, peoples, do not forget, always subscribe to the FTB Sports channel, like and share, so you get your reminders and that as well. Yeah, do like and share. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So we will be back tomorrow, give you all the reactions to the win, 3 points, and that step closer to Leicester and Chelsea. I know they're shaking in their boots right now. Worried, we're on that momentum, mate.
What time are we on tomorrow?
We are on, I think, about R4 or something like that tomorrow. 4:15, R4 tomorrow. Yeah.
What time are we playing?
The game is, sorry.
No, I meant what time are we on?
We'll be on tomorrow. We'll be on after the game, straight after the game. So probably about 6:30, 7 tomorrow we'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
About 6:30, 7 tomorrow. All right. So tune in, everybody. Don't forget FTB Sports. All right. Thank you very much, Cop Artist.
My pleasure.
Tony.
Okay.
All right. And do remember, Man United. If we get Champions League, Man United, thank you so much. See you later, Jake. All right.